Share this video to every platform you can think of, because in this video, I'm gonna talk about 7 facts that all four-wheeler drivers need to know when encountering trucks on the highway. You ever heard one of those old school truck drivers that be like, man, these four-wheeler drivers don't know how to drive, Bo. I almost ran over top one 20, 30 miles back up the road. Well, you guys are gonna love this video because I'm gonna share 7 facts that all four-wheeler drivers need to know when encountering trucks on the highway. So before we get started, make sure you share this to every platform you can think of, because we need four-wheeler drivers to know how to handle trucks, and we need them to know what we're thinking. So we're gonna keep this brief. Let's go right into it. The first fact is my signal light is not on for shits and giggles. Four-wheeler drivers, when you encounter a truck and you see my signal light on, do me a favor and give me room to get over. Just the other day, I'm passing a car in the right lane. I'm passing the car in the middle lane. And before I have a chance to get back over in the right lane, after I pass the car in the right lane, the car behind me sneaks into the right lane, passes me, and by the time he gets past me, there's another car behind him that has done the same thing. And now, next thing you know, I got 5, 6, or 7 cars that are zooming past me on the right, and the whole time, my signal light is on. Now, in all fairness, we do forget that our signal light is on sometimes, which means when you come across a truck driver and their signal light is on, just give them a little bit of space and give them a blink of your headlights to let them know they got room to come over, and give them a few seconds to come over. And after a few seconds, if we don't come over, that means we probably forgot that our signal light is on and you can go ahead and go. But that's not the situation most of the time. The situation most of the time is when we got our signal light on, it's because we want to get over. And it would behoove you to help us out and let us over, because we're trying not to obstruct the flow of traffic. Second fact that all four-wheeler drivers need to know about truckers on the highway is I don't want to be around you. Truckers don't want to be around four-wheelers. Now, on the interstate, we got to be around you. But when we pull over in truck stops, especially on the truck side of the truck stop, we don't want to see four-wheelers. When we pull up to the rest area and we pull on the truck side of the rest area, nothing itches my ass more than pulling into a rest area that already has limited space for truck drivers and seeing a four-wheeler taking up some of the space or taking up one of the spots. Those spots are designated for truck drivers, and to be honest with you, four-wheeler drivers, we don't want to be around you. We want to stay away. We want to stay as far away from you as possible. And the reason being is because as far as we're concerned, you guys are only concerned with getting from point A to point B. We, on the other hand, are concerned with getting from point A to point B and being safe. We also have to watch out for you. I can't tell you how many of you guys I see coming past me on your cell phones, or even worse, I saw a four-wheeler driver come past me the other day with a damn book in his hand. So we're totally convinced as truckers that you guys most of the time are in the way. You are a hazard. You're a nuisance on the highway. That's kind of what we're convinced of. And so because of that, we as truck drivers want to stay as far away from you as possible. And again, I know that's not possible on the interstate and on public highways, but as far as truck stops and rest areas, please let us have our space. We feel like when it comes to encountering you guys, we really do need it. The third fact that all four-wheeler drivers need to know about truck drivers and about trucks is it takes me a lot longer to slow down than it does you. And it also takes me a lot longer to speed up than it does you, which actually brings me to the fourth fact as well. When it comes to merging on the interstate, it is your responsibility to go around us. That's why it's called a merge, okay? That's why you're in the merge lane. It's your responsibility to either speed up and get in front of the truck or slow down and get behind the truck. But don't expect the truck to speed up or slow down, because you can speed up or slow down a lot faster than us. The fifth fact that four-wheeler drivers need to know when encountering trucks on the interstate, especially in the merge situation, is do us a favor and accelerate in the acceleration lane before you merge onto the interstate. I cannot count how many times I've had a four-wheeler merge onto the interstate. They've got room to get in front of me because I'm far enough away from the merge lane, but they don't hit the gas. You got a whole lane in front of you to hit the gas, Yet you wait until I get up on your bumper to actually decide to hit the gas. I know you got the horsepower under the hood. It's just that you wait too long sometimes to hit the gas. That is what the acceleration lane is for. And if you're in a situation where you don't have an acceleration lane, because that does happen sometimes, again, please remember, try to hit the gas before I get up on your bumper. Why? Because it takes me as a truck a lot longer to speed up and to slow down than it does you. Which means if I have to slow down for you to merge, not only do I have to slow down, but I'm holding up all of the traffic behind me when I do that. And again, one thing I'm trying to do as a trucker is not obstruct the flow of traffic. The sixth fact that all four-wheeler drivers need to know about truckers is we don't like to break our speed. And the reason we don't like to break our speed is because, again, it takes us a lot longer to speed the truck up and get back up to speed than it does a car to do. So because of that, we don't like to break our speed. It also interrupts our fuel mileage that we're getting when we have to break our speed. And so because of that, try to keep that in mind when you are getting over on the highway in front of a truck. And also try to keep that in mind when you have to slow down in front of a truck. And matter of fact, that brings me to the seventh and final fact that all four-wheeler drivers need to know about truck drivers and about trucks. The general rule is when you're in front of a truck and you have to turn a right or a left turn, especially when it's not at an intersection or a light, you want to put your signal light on first and then brake. Whereas most four-wheelers I see, when they're in front of a truck, you brake first and then hit your signal light. That is a problem for us as truckers. Why? Because it takes us a lot longer to slow this truck down and to get it back up to speed than it does for you as a four-wheeler driver. So keep that in mind when you got a truck behind you and you need to make a right or a left turn and you're not at an intersection or you're on a rural highway. You want to signal first. Let the truck driver know that you're about to turn and give him some time to back up off of you, to give you more space to be able to slow down, because it takes him a lot longer to be able to slow down. There you have it, 7 facts that all four-wheeler drivers need to know when you're encountering truckers on the highway. In most cases, we are striving to get something that you need transported to a place that you can pick it up from. So just keep that in mind and make sure you think a trucker. This is Maurice Bay, the Helpful Trucker. I hope you got some value from this video. I hope you got a little bit of a better understanding of what we're thinking as truckers on the road when we encounter four-wheelers, so that you can look out for us when you encounter us.